He like, I 400, that's nothing. Like 400, I'm gonna give you 600 just for securing it. I'm like, bitch, I didn't have no job. I didn't have no motherfucking job, and I had needs, okay? I remember my Angel lipstick by MAC was running out. I had motherfucking needs, okay? Hi, Riders, it's Riyah. Welcome back to my channel, and it is a ride day, niggas. It's ride day. Happy ride day. It is the beginning of your weekend. If you are in school or you're a teacher or anything like that, you know you have like the whole week off. If you live in New Jersey, I don't know if everybody has a week off, but most of you guys have probably had today off because it's Veterans Day, but whatever. So today is Friday, another story time day. If you have not been checking your notifications, you don't know that I've been active all week on YouTube because I've been out and I didn't have nothing else to do but, you know, post videos. You know, the same thing we do every Friday or Friday if you're not a writer, but you should be a writer because you get to celebrate Ride Day. We have a writer of the week, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick one right now because this is the latest I've ever filmed a story time, because usually I film it like the Thursday prior or the Thursday before, and then I edit it that Friday and put it up because I go live, but I have to go live in a little while. I'm gonna be late going live. But you guys know that already because by the time you see this, you know that I'm late going live. Let's go ahead and pick the writer of the week right now. And I just like to do this. Like, I just do like this, then 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 like this, and then I pick one. So I picked a good one. This is my girl Megan right here, and her Snapchat says, "Just can't say that I've ever seen you have a prig already." So yeah, that is my girl Megan 1087. Thank you, Megan, for being a writer for the week. As you guys see, I kind of just go up and down and randomly choose one. Is never in a specific, you know, order. Yeah, so how you guys become a writer of the week, you guys know you should be following me on Snapchat, and my Snapchat is Riyah_her, and also follow me on Instagram. I just posted a really cute picture, so make sure you guys go like it. My Instagram is _simply Mariah. Yeah, that's what it is. Make sure you guys are also following me on the Twitter at Riyah Twice, RIYAHTWICE. And I have a Facebook page if you don't have those other social medias, and the Facebook page is Riyah. Also, and if you are concerned about this hair is from TODDLER hair. You guys, I have an unboxing on this here on my channel. So let's get right into the story time. Is, as you can see by the title, a credit card scammer. So this happened when I was like 18. Was I 18? I was like 18. And you guys remember I told you like the year after high school I didn't go to college. I just, you know, stayed home, and like I got into a lot of trouble. So I was like heavy on Facebook and like a little bit like heavy on MySpace because like I didn't have shit else to do. I was just going out drinking with my friends and all this extra shit. But so this boy had hit me up on Facebook, and he looked like familiar. He looked like somebody I knew from Bergen Street, because you know I was always outside and everything like that. He looked like somebody I knew from Bergen Street, and he was just talking to me like he was sliding in my DMs or whatever like that. But so I'm like just talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, what up? You so pretty, da da da." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I can talk to him. Like he cute. Like it's just conversation. It is what it is." And I remember this like it was yesterday. It was a Sunday. I had came from church. He had hit me up because I didn't have like no phone. My father had my phone because I didn't go to school, so I ain't had no phone. I ain't have no job until that December after. I didn't have a job till that December after I graduated high school. I didn't have a job like that whole time because my father took my phone. He wasn't trying to pay my bill, nothing like that. So any type of chat and anything I was doing, like I was doing at home from my laptop. Like it wasn't no like cell phone type shit. Like so I remember that I came home from church and I went on my Facebook, and it was a message in my inbox. And he was like, "Oh yeah, what up, Mariah?" Da da da. Like real casual. When I hit him back, he like, "Oh yeah, you online right now?" "I'm online too." Blah. And he like, "Yo, like you want to make some money?" And I'm like, "What you mean? What you mean? Do I want to make some money?" Just like that, like in my text, typing it, whatever. Like, what do you mean? Do I want to make some money? Like he like, "Oh no, my uncle owns this trucking company, and he write checks, and we go deposit them in a bank." So I'm like, "Is that legal?" He like, "Yeah, no, it's my uncle checks. Like, telling me basically how his uncle break it down, like it's his uncle's business, this, that, and the third. So he like, oh yeah, I just need you to like give me your bank card. And I'm like, damn, I ain't got no bank account. Like I don't got no bank account. I didn't have a reason to have a bank account. Like I had no fucking job. I ain't had direct deposit. It wasn't no need. I'm like, damn, I don't got no bank account or whatever like that. So he like, oh, you know anybody with a bank card? And I'm like, no, I gotta see. And he like, I just hit me back when you do. So after I was, you know, texting him or whatever like that, I wasn't really thinking about it too much, because when I was 18, like people scammed, but it wasn't like big like how it is now. Like it wasn't no songs made, like it was not that big, so I didn't really know too much about it. But I remember I went to my nana house, like after I took my church clothes off and everything like that. I came and went across the street to my nana house, and we was all over there. And I remember Birdie I'm so sorry, Birdie. Birdie, my cousin, she was like, oh yeah, look y'all, I got this, your Wells Fargo gave me my new card in the mail, and it's Hello Kitty. I got to pick that. So I'm like, ding 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 ding. So she showed us a little Hello Kitty, you know, debit card or whatever like that. And the whole time I'm in the back of my mind like, yes, Birdie got a bank account. So it was like later on that night I went home, because it wasn't like we was going, like the night was still young. The night is still young. The night was still young. I went back. We used to do this all the time. Just to come out, go back in, come out, go back in, like to like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I went back in the house. I got on my laptop, and I'm like, oh yeah, my cousin got a bank card. So like what do I tell her? So he like, tell her exactly what I told you. Tell her I just need her debit card, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go deposit the check through. I'm not gonna go to a teller. I'm gonna go to the ATM machine and deposit the check, because you know you can deposit checks from at Wells Fargo like through the ATM machine. All you need is your debit card, and you just put the check in. So I'm like, okay, so how much she gonna get out of this? He like, so I'm gonna give you 500 and I'm gonna give her 300. So I'm like, well damn, how much the check? So he like, oh, we write checks for $3,000 and up. I'm like, what? Like you write checks for $3,000 and up? And I'm like, your uncle ain't get like in trouble with this yet? Like he like, no, my uncle ain't get in trouble. Like how long she had the bank how long she had the bank account? I'm like, I think she had it for like over a year. Because Pootie, who was Jalen, her son, she had him at this point for like a year. So Pootie had to be like a year. So yeah. So I'm like, she had the bank account for like a year. He like, oh, that's perfect. Like she didn't just get it. She didn't just open it up. It's gonna go through. We're gonna put a girl name on the check, and and like it's gonna go through, and it's just gonna take a couple days to process or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, now I just gotta ask her. So he like, alright, just ask her and hit me back as soon as possible. Like just like so we can make this bread together. Like we gonna do this shit together, babe. I'm so young and dumb. And then so I left out the house. Like I swear y'all, this how stupid I was. Like I was gassed, like like not even like concerned about the fact that it was sketchy. But like he had made it seem like it was really like his uncle's shit. Like I don't know where they got the checks from. Like I don't know none of that shit. Like I didn't get into the logistics of it. Like it just sounded good the way he put it. Like I wasn't trying, like I was trying to make it my little boo. Like I didn't care he was a scammer. I didn't care. Let me finish the story. So I went back out the house, and by this time my nana was upstairs, because I would never ask Birdie for her debit card in front of my nana, because my nana would have had a motherfucking cow. If y'all don't know what type of person my nana is, listen to my other story times and go check out my vlog with my nana in it. I'm gonna have it somewhere up here. And she is like that type of person. Like she don't give a fuck who around. She gonna say what she gotta say when she gotta say. So I would have like, Birdie, let me get your debit card. She's like, bitch, for what? Like so I made sure my nana was upstairs, and I think my aunt Trinda wasn't there. It was me, Mecca, Birdie, Jelani, and I think that's it. But yeah, so I'm like, Birdie, this boy I've been talking to, he got like this shit going on where like I can make $500 and you can make $300. She was like, bitch, doing what? So I'm just like, he said all he needs is your debit card or whatever like that. Birdie was not down for it. She like, no bitch, like no, that's my bank account. What if he tried to take some money out of it? Blah 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 blah. So I'm like, well, what you could do is just like move all your money from your checking to your savings, and he won't have access to it. She like, I don't know, Mariah, I don't know. And I'm just like, son, like I really like him. I like him, like I really like him or whatever like that. Birdie was like, okay, well, we could do it, but I think she was like, I want $400 or something like that. I think she had upped it or whatever like that. I'm like, I'm gonna ask him or whatever. She was like, and I want to go with him when he do it. And I'm like, okay, that shouldn't be no issue. So I ran back across the street. I got on my computer. I told him what she said. He like, $400, that's nothing. Like 400, I'm gonna give you 600 just for securing it. I'm like, bitch, I didn't have no job. I didn't have no motherfucking job, and I had needs, okay? I remember my Angel lipstick by MAC was running out. I had motherfucking needs, okay? So I also told him, I'm like, she wanna be, you know, she wanna be there when you use the card. He like, I could get my man to ride us around, but she can't get out the car and go on the bank with me. Like, she don't want her face and shit on she don't want her face and shit on the cameras or whatever like that. And when he said that, I'm like, okay, maybe this is not a good idea. But you know, the money was calling, so I'm just like, okay, whatever, we're just still gonna go. I ran back across the street, I'm like, alright, X, Y, and Z, boom, boom, we gonna do this tomorrow. And she like, bitch, if anything happened, like, I'm gonna be so mad at you, like, I'm gonna be so fucking through. And I'm like, I'm Birdie, I'm it's fine. Like, he said he do this a lot. So the next day rolls around, him and his friend comes get me and Birdie in his coupe, and we ride down. So Birdie, we just went to the bank downtown, and it's like a oh, you know what, it wasn't Wells Fargo, it was a Bank of America. So it was a Bank of America on the corner of Broad and Market. So that's where we were supposed to be going. But we stopped on, what is the street? It's the street in back of Shabazz. The street in the back of Shabazz High School, like the street that the back of Shabazz falls on. We went over there, he like, oh, I gotta get the girl who won't go inside. Cause they had like a whole ring, y'all. So he was the person who got it, his friend was driving, and they had this girl who would go in with a fucking key mark and everything like that and go deposit the checks. So we went to pick up the girl. So when we went to pick up the girl, me and Birdie in the backseat is a coupe. And so he gets out, he goes to the girl, like the girl building and knock, like ring the doorbell, the girl come down. She looked in the fucking back, and me and Birdie back there, and she like, you could tell, she's like, who the fuck is that, da da da. So, and I'm assuming he like, this is the girls we X, Y, and Z, da da. He should have been like, that's my girlfriend. My girlfriend and her cousin, that's what he should have said. But the girl had a fucking attitude when she got in the car. She had to squeeze her ass in the back seat with us. Mind you, like I said, it was a coupe, and the bitch sat right next to me. Birdie was by the window, I was in the motherfucking middle, and the girl with the key mark was right here. Mind you, the bitch ain't even have her key mark on right. If y'all don't know what a key mark is, it's like the wrap that you wear when you Muslim, like a Muslim woman. So the bitch ain't even have her key mark on right. Like, it was kind of, it was looking crazy. So we drive downtown. The whole time we driving downtown, they got the music blasting. This bitch sitting here like this, and me and Birdie just looking at each other like, okay. So we get downtown, we park, and we don't have a park, it's like a double park because there's nowhere to park like on Broad or Market. You can't park down there. So we stop, and the bitch put the key mark it out, and she fixes it, and it's still not right here, but it's like right across here. So she like, oh, with a debit card or whatever like that. So Birdie was like, listen, if anything go wrong with my card, I'm canceling it. Like, I'm not for this bullshit. Whatever y'all doing, if it don't work one time, that's it or whatever like that. So Birdie gives her the card, and the girl goes in, she deposits the check and comes back out, and she like, okay, everything good. So what happens next is we gonna call the boy Kyrie. Kyrie reaches for the card, and Birdie reaches for the card. She like, give me my card. He's like, nah, I need to hold on to the card because like when the money clear, we don't want y'all to just take the money or whatever like that. And Birdie was like, well, when the money clear, I don't want you to just run off with my card, because if that happened, I'm gonna cancel it and report fraud. So he's like, oh, and I'm like, so he's like, listen, I'm gonna just hold it. I'm always talking to Mariah. It's nothing. So she like, oh, it better not be nothing. You could go ahead and take it. So Birdie, what she ended up doing, which I didn't tell y'all, what she ended up doing, she had two cards. She had a temporary card, and she had the Hello Kitty card. The temporary card is the one that she got when she lost her card. She got a temporary card at the bank, and then they sent the Hello Kitty card in the mail. So she had two cards, and what she did was give him the temporary card. So we go back to Nana's house, and we like, they drop us off, they peace out, the bitch with the key mark, Kyrie, and the driver. They peace the fuck out. We in the house. Birdie automatically logs onto her account and start checking it. So she sees the deposited check for $3,600. She like, bitch, they deposited a check for $3,600 in my account. So Birdie logs off and logs back on. Birdie logs off and logs back on. So she was logging on and off for like a few hours. And then that's when I think like $700 of it cleared. And as soon as, I don't know what the fuck they was doing, they had no way to check Birdie account. I don't know if they was fucking standing at the ATM, but because they was doing this so many times, like I'm sure they already had this shit down pat. So as soon as it cleared, like $700 cleared, I lied to y'all not. 10 minutes later, that shit was off, overdraft. So what happened was, this is what they did. So I don't think they knew that it cleared. What they did was try to take like $1,000 off and then another $1,000. They took the first $1,000 off and that cleared, and then tried to take another $1,000 off, and they didn't let them do it. So Birdie like, bitch, they just took $1,000 off and they overdrew my account. So I'm like, what? So I pick up the phone, the house phone. I had his number, of course. I pick up the phone, I'm calling his phone, not answering. Calling his phone, he not answering. Calling his phone, he not answering. So Birdie was like, bitch, I'm canceling the car. Bitch called the motherfucking bank. She like, listen, I'm gonna report fraud on my account. I don't know who had my card. Blase, and got the shit shut down so motherfucking quick. It was like ridiculous. Like literally, within hours of us going to the bank and $700 of it clearing, they took the $1,000 off. They got the $1,000. Bitch, I wanted my $600. Like I wanted my money. So they got the $1,000 off. Birdie like, fuck it. Like I don't want no money. Like I just want my card back. And so I called him like for the next 2 days, and this motherfucker ain't answered the phone at all. I told Birdie like, fuck it, I already canceled the card. It is what it is. So I'm messaging him on Facebook, like the nigga ain't answering. And you know when you read your message on Facebook, you can say if it's seen. The motherfucker was saying my shit. He was ignoring the fuck out of me. Like he straight scammed the fuck out of us. Like, and I'm like, yo, he was so committed because we was talking for like a good month and a half before he got before any of that happened. Like I feel like he set that shit up for real. And you know, dumb old me, boy crazy bitch, like I just felt, look at my buns fucking up. I just fell for it all. Like I straight got bamboozled. I straight got bamboozled and I let it happen. And then my cousin was a part of it, so like she had to shut her shit down. Luckily she moved all her money from the checkers to the savings because they would have got that too. But she was so inconvenienced. I feel so bad, Birdie. She was so inconvenienced. Like she had to wait for another card. She had to shut her shit down. And I remember her direct deposit hit and she wasn't able to use her debit card. Like she was hot as a motherfucker with me. But like I apologize. I still apologize. I'm sorry. I love you so much. But yeah, Kyrie, yo dirty ass, if you watching this, if you come across my shit, and I know you still know it because he tried to hit my he tried to talk to me like 2 years after that. He tried to talk to me like that shit never happened. He sent me a message like, oh yeah, ooh, do I still have the message? Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and check while I'm talking to y'all, but like I feel like I still had the message. Like he hit me up like, oh yeah, what happened before was fucked up, like something like that, something to that effect. And so I don't got it, y'all. I must have deleted it. I wish I did have it so I could show y'all, but he hit me back up trying to, you know, talk or whatever, but more than likely he was trying to scam again. But yeah, so that's what happened. My cousin got a new account and she was mad at me for a little while. She probably still mad at me if she watches Story Time Birdie. If you see this, comment and let them know if you're mad at me or not. Hopefully she's not. But like, yeah, so that's what happened when I was messing with a scammer. Okay. Just a little bit of advice. If somebody tell you it's a quick way to make money and they need your bank account, tell them get the fuck out of here. Get ghost. You don't want no parts. It is illegal. The bitch with the key mark probably got arrested. Like, they have cameras everywhere. Like, you can't scam nobody. Like, you can't just take checks. It is fraud. You cannot do it. Like, just if anybody come to y'all, just say no. Ms. Riyah said no. Thank you guys for watching. This story time is Ryday. Hashtag Ryday. If you know what, take a screenshot from your favorite part. Like, give me like a face. I don't know. Screenshot me like doing like a crazy stupid face. Like, y'all know I'd be like, something like that. Screenshot it. Tag me on Instagram and hashtag Instagram or Twitter and hashtag Ryday. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. I will have a giveaway coming up for you guys soon. And yeah, I love you guys much and I will talk to you later. Bye.